In your first few years of developing a new talent, you might discover that it all comes very quickly. You make exponential progress and you become very good at the thing that you do. Then the learning curve starts to taper off, and you might have that experience where it's very much like driving to work. You do the thing on autopilot, and then you get to the end and don't really have any memory of doing it. And what happens then is that you reach a talent cap, a plateau. Now, how on earth do we get around that, and how do we start to push further? What's happened is it has become easy for your brain to perform that function. It's not challenging anymore, you no longer have to think about it, and for that reason, you're not really developing any new talent and not making great strides forward. Well, the research shows that to once again stimulate growth and development in your talent, you have to make yourself uncomfortable. You have to find a way to make it hard again. And this draws from research like Daniel Kahneman's famous Thinking Fast and Slow, the Pulitzer Prize winning work. And it basically says this: you reach that level of ease where you're no longer thinking about things. And to get further than that, you have to become conscious of the thinking again. Now let's use the driving analogy. Say, for example, that you want to become more talented in how you manage an automobile. Well, you would have to find ways to make driving difficult again. So, for example, you might go to a skid pan or to a racetrack or an abandoned parking lot, and you might practice things like J-turns or alley docking or anything that you don't commonly do. And by forcing yourself to think about it consciously again, you start to re-stimulate the development of talent. So, how might you apply that in your world? What's the core underlying talent that you use every day in your career? Now, how could you make yourself conscious of it again and make it difficult for yourself? Are there things you could do that would force your brain to have to think about it and to concentrate again? By doing that, you can go beyond the ordinary level of talent in what you do and become extraordinary. And that's the basis of moving from amateur to expert.